Hello, welcome to everyone. So this is Talking Legal episode brought to you by Becker Watt Family Law Firm. I'm Praveen Gautam, your trusted marketing advisor. I help entrepreneurs and enterprises to build their digital brand and monetize it. Today's episode, I have Miranda Campbell, associate of Matthew Love Family Lawyers, a proud division of Becker Watt Full Service Law Firm. Great to have you today, Miranda.
Thanks, Robin.
All right. So, one of the things we have been asked by our community member is about wills. So, if that's okay, let's go a little bit deeper this episode about wills. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So when you're talking about wills, obviously many of us know what is wills, but a little bit on a basic technical questions. How do you retrieve your will from your solicitor's safe custody, Miranda?
Yeah, so a lot of the time people ask us to keep their wills for them in safe custody, and that means that it's in our fireproof safe. And when they do want to retrieve it, we'll only, if the will maker's alive, we'll only release it to them. And they need to come in, they need to show us some ID. And once we're satisfied with that, we get them to sign an acknowledgement of receipt, and then we give them the will so that there's a record of where that will has gone. Once the will maker has passed away, the executor is entitled to it, so they can come in and collect it. But they need to prove that the will maker's passed away, so we need a death certificate. And we also then need ID, the same ID requirements. So they need to show us, they need to prove who they are.
Right.
And then they need to, again, sign an acknowledgement of receipt so that we have a record of where that will has gone.
Okay, interesting. That obviously, there is a process. Now, is anybody else entitled to collect the wills from your solicitor? Because, a lot of the time the viewers are watching this right now. They might be thinking anybody can collect it. So what's your thought on that, Miranda?
Yeah, that's right. So we do have quite often people coming in to say, oh, I'm just here to collect my mum's will, or I'm the attorney and I'm here to collect the will for the will maker. We really can't release it. Like I said before, we can only release it to the will maker if they're alive and if they've passed away to the executor. And then again, it's subject to the strict ID checking requirements. So the answer to that is no, we don't release it to just anybody. We are very, very strict about who we release wills to.
Okay, because obviously it is a legal binding document, isn't it? So that's where without any further consent, you couldn't release it, yeah?
That's exactly right.
Okay, that's good. Thank you for the clarification. So let's go a little bit on that note. Then let's talk about is your solicitor required? Then when you approach the solicitor, what sort of the document do they have to check? The identity documents?
Yeah, so identity document. We always prefer primary documents, so your passport or your driver's license, both if possible. Some people simply don't have those. So in those cases, we'll ask for birth certificates and then something else that links them to that birth certificate. So say a over 18s card, bank cards, credit cards, any of those other forms of ID, but ideally we would like photographic ID, and it would have to be a license or a passport, the same sort of requirements, ID requirements that we need for land transfers.
Right.
Yes,
so it's almost 100 points ID, I would imagine, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so thank you for that. That's good. Now, so then can your solicitor destroy your will if you leave it in their safe custody for too long?
Absolutely not. So we will not do it. It'll sit in safe custody for 100 years if need be. But there's nothing that entitles us to destroy a will. So if you leave your will with us, you know that it's definitely safe.
Right, and in that case, what would happen? I mean, obviously, if someone have passed away and there was no one is there to ask if the will is just sitting, then what would where would that go?
That's a really
Just
good
curious.
question, actually. I haven't been around long enough to find that. But I imagine that it would just sit there and it would get passed along from owner to owner of the firm.
Right.
And even then, I can't imagine ever destroying a will. Even if I find one from the early 1900s, I doubt that I could destroy it.
Wow.
It would sit there. It doesn't take up much room, so it's. I don't think it's an issue for it to just keep sitting there forever.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So I hope that gives you a bit of clarity to those viewers who are watching this right now. By the way, if you have any burning questions, yeah, feel free to just write here in the comments. So we are in a live in number of Facebook page and other pages as well. Yeah, we'll love to hear. And if those viewers, if they have questions, what would be the best way for them to contact you, Miranda?
Give us a call or email us. And there's my email address on the screen there. And yeah, we'll respond as soon as we receive something.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. That was a very good insight, Miranda. Is there anything you want to add besides what we have covered up today?
No, I don't think so.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much once again. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys who are watching this right now in the next episode. Again, same time, Thursday, 5 p.m. And take care and bye for now. Thank you, Miranda.
Bye.
Cheers.